In this video, we will be discussing about task service functions related to microC OS 2. So we have seen about the introduction of microC OS 2 and the system level functions related to it in the previous videos. So we know that in real-time operating systems, we divide our main application into several tasks, and finally we will schedule these tasks in order to achieve our goals. So we have studied about process scheduling. Similarly, we have task scheduling in real-time operating systems. Every task will have certain number of states. In microC OS 2, these states are known as dormant state, which we studied as idle state. Then we have the ready state, when the task becomes ready to run. Then we have the running state, that is when the task gets the processor and it starts running. Then we have the waiting state, that is the state when the task get blocks by an IO resource or something like that. Then we have ISR also. Okay, so strictly speaking, the states are dormant state, ready state, running state, and waiting state. And for every task there will be a task control block, which consists of the attributes of that task. That consists of the task ID, which will give the priority of the task. Then we have the saved task state, that is for context switching, that contains task stack and stack pointer and the registers related to that. And we have other attributes of the stacks. So in the case of real-time operating system microC OS 2, it can manage up to 64 tasks. Okay, 64 tasks can be scheduled by our microC OS 2 operating system, and in that 8 tasks are given for the OS, and the remaining 56 tasks can be used by the user. In the 8 tasks there will be 4 higher priority tasks and 4 lowest priority tasks. And in the case of microC OS 2, when we are assigning the task ID or the priority of the task, lower the value of the ID, the higher will be the priority. That means if the ID is 1, then it will be having the highest priority. Like that we have to assign our priority to the different task. And let us see about the task service functions given in microC OS 2. The following functions are given. First one is for creating the task, second one for suspending a task, and then for resuming a task, then for holding a task, that means for giving a delay for some task and to run it after some time. For that we have two functions, OS time delay and OS time delay hour and second. And there is OS time delay resume, then there is OS task delete functions. So we can see the details of all in the coming slides. Okay, and what do you mean by a task, or how a task look like in microC OS 2 is like this. We have every task is an infinite loop, and it contains all the functions related to that. So each task may be containing one of the microC OS 2 services, like maybe for mailboxes or for semaphores or for these task functions or time delay functions like that. So the main point to note is that every task will be an infinite loop, and these tasks won't return from it. We can either delete the task or we can suspend the task. Only that functions are possible. So the first function is OS task create, and we call OS task create, and these are the parameters that are passed into the task. The parameters are void star task, void star pd, void star pdata, OS stack star ptos, int a2 priority. Okay, let us see what are these things. Okay, so okay, so what are the parameters passed to it? The first parameter is the task pointer. which points to the code of the task being created. This is the first parameter that we are passing, and this is the first parameter that we are passing. The first parameter that we are passing is the pointer to the codes of the task being created. So in the previous slide we saw an example code. So the first parameter we will be passing is the pointer to the starting line of the code. അതായത് ആ ടാസ്ക് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നതിൻ്റെ അഡ്രസ് ലൊക്കേഷൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ ആയിരിക്കും ആദ്യത്തെ പാരാമീറ്റർ പാസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. The second parameter is star p data. It is another pointer for an optional message data reference passed to the task. That means if you are going to pass some value or messages to that task, then we can give the pointer of that message that is given by star p data. If we are not giving this value, then we can assign it as null. Okay. The next thing is task stack pointer. Task stack pointer and star ptos means pointer to the top of this task. So we know that task always grows from top to bottom, and the stack pointer, since it is growing from top to bottom, we have to give the pointer to the top of the stack along with the function call that is given by star ptos. And finally, the important thing that we are giving is the priority of the task, and it is given by int a2 priority. Int a2 means unsigned integer which is of 8 bit. Okay. So we can say that the following parameters are passed when we call the function os task create. The first one is the pointer to the codes of the task being created. The second one is an optional message data. The third one is the pointer to the top of the task, and finally we give the priority of the task. So what are the parameters that we get in return when we call this task, or what values will be returning when we are calling this task from some other task? Okay, the parameters that we get are os no error, that is when the creation of the task is successful. So while we are calling this task, in order to create a task, there might be an error or there may not be an error. So if all the things are correct, then we will get a successful result, and it is represented by os no error. The second thing that we can get is that when we are assigning the priority, and if we are giving the priority number as 5, and if there is already exist another task with that same priority, then we will get an error message which is os priority exists. That means the priority is already existing in that program. And the third one is os priority invalid. That means we said earlier that in RTOS we have 64 tasks in total, and out of that 8 tasks are reserved for the OS. So if you are trying to access some of the tasks related to the operating system, then it will result in an invalid priority. And the finally one more thing that it can return is that os no more TCB. That means if we are not having enough memory to assign a task control block for the task, then it will result in os no more TCB. Now the next function related to task is how to delete a task. So in RTOS, deleting a task means that the task will be returned back to its dormant state. We cannot delete the code of the task, we just can make the task to sit in the dormant state. Okay, and some of the things that we have to look into when calling this delete functions are that we cannot delete the idle task which is run by the RTOS. So we know that in every program which is run in RTOS there will be an idle task, and we cannot create or we cannot delete that idle task. Okay, now the next thing is that we cannot delete a task from an ISR. we cannot delete a task from an ISR. That means we cannot call this function from any ISR. The third thing is that the third point to be noted is that the caller can delete itself by specifying OS priority self as the argument. And one more point is that we have to verify whether the task is present or not in order to delete that. The function can be called like this: int a2 OS task delete, and the parameter that is passed is the priority of that task. Okay, the next function related to task is OS task suspend and OS task resume. Okay, these two are used together. Almost all time these two are used together, and the function call for OS task suspend is int a2 OS task suspend, and the function then the parameter passed is the priority of the task. Okay, so from the name itself we can understand what does this function do. It will suspend the task according to the priority that we are giving. Okay, so when we are passing this command, the thing to be noted is that the priority number of the task that we are passing should be a valid number. So how can we know that it is a valid number or not? Suppose we are having a program that is having 8 user tasks. 8 user tasks will be there. Okay, now when we are passing the parameter, we can give a number only less than 12 in that, and the number should be between 4 and 12. That means we have 4 OS higher priority tasks that is labeled from 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that is related to the OS. Then after that, from 4 to 12, it will be our user task, and the remaining 4 will be again given for OS itself. So the number that we should pass should be between 4 and 12. Okay, now the next function related to task is OS task resume. It is similar to OS task suspend itself. Okay, the next function is OS time delay, and this function is called when a task is to be delayed for a period up to 65,535 system clock count. That means if we need to delay a task for some times, we can pass the argument which is used for delaying that task. That means if you are giving a delay of 100, then after 100 seconds the task will run, only if there is no other higher priority task than that. There is also one more function related to this, that is OS time delay HMSM. That means we can specify the unsigned byte hour, unsigned byte minutes, unsigned byte seconds, and unsigned short milliseconds. That means if we want to give a delay which have a specific value related to time, then we can call this function. And there is one another task which is resuming a delayed task. It is OS time delay resume. So resuming a delayed task, this means that suppose we have a task and we have delayed it for 15 seconds. Okay, suppose for an example, consider that we have delayed a task for 15 seconds, and now we in some certain situations we need that task to run before expiring of that 15 seconds. That means at the 10th second we have to run that task. In such cases we can use this delayed task. അതായത് ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മളൊരു ടാസ്കിൻ്റെ ഇനിഷ്യലി നമ്മളത് 15 സെക്കൻഡ് കഴിഞ്ഞ് റൺ ചെയ്താൽ മതി എന്നാണ് വെച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്, ഡിലേ ചെയ്ത് വെച്ചിരിക്കുകയാണ്. പക്ഷേ എന്തെങ്കിലും ഒരു പർട്ടിക്കുലർ സിറ്റുവേഷൻ വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ പെട്ടെന്ന് അത് റൺ ചെയ്യണം. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെ ഒരു കേസ് വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അവിടെ നമ്മൾ യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ് OS ടൈം ഡിലേ റെസ്യൂം എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഫങ്ഷൻസ്. ഓക്കെ, സോ സമ്മറി ആയിട്ട് നമുക്ക് പറയാമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ, ഇൻ ടാസ്ക് സർവീസ് ഫംഗ്ഷൻ we have studied functions for creating the task, deleting the task, suspending a task, resuming a task, giving delay to a task, running a delayed task, like that.